Continue our coverage of the reunions. These families were suddenly cut off from each other almost 70 years ago at the outbreak of the Korean War, and the elderly Koreans that were brought together had to live with that unbearable pain for almost all of their lives. But on Monday, as we heard from our Hee-jun there, the mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters were finally able to kiss, hug and exchange stories with each other. Our Park Ji-won has more on day one of the family reunions at North Korea's Mount Kumgang resorts.
89 participants from South Korea crossed the inter-Korean border to the north to meet with their loved ones on Monday, each of them accompanied by 1 or 2 people to look after them. However, only 7 people out of nearly 90 participants were there to meet their immediate families, including sons and daughters, as well as siblings. One of them is 89-year-old Yoo Gwan-sik. He met his 67-year-old daughter, whom he's never seen before. Yoo said he didn't even know his wife was pregnant when he decided to escape North Korea temporarily, or so he thought.
아버지, 이거 엄마야, 엄마.
Another story is especially heart-wrenching. 92-year-old Lee Geum-sam met her 71-year-old son. She burst into tears seeing her son, who grew up in North Korea. On the eve of this long-awaited moment, at a press interview, Lee said she'd like to ask how he was raised and by whom. Then there's 99-year-old Han Shin-ja, who met the 2 daughters she left behind in North Korea. She thought she'd be reunited with them in 2 to 3 months during the war. With tears in her eyes, Han wouldn't let go of their hands through the entire meeting. Kim Kwang-ho, who is 80 years old, met his younger brother, who is 78 years old. Kim had 7 siblings in the north when he headed down to South Korea in 1950. He said he thought he could reunite with them in just a week, but that week turned into 68 years. Another South Korean who met her siblings is 82-year-old Bae Sun-hee. She met her sisters for the first time in decades, holding on every precious second they were together. Some of these relatives were separated because a member of their family was taken prisoner by the North during the war or was abducted by the regime. That's true in 6 cases. Ahead of Monday's long-awaited reunion, Seoul asked Pyongyang about 50 people in particular, as they were either POWs or had been otherwise abducted. The North confirmed the whereabouts of 21 of them, 13 of them dead, 8 alive. 2 of those still living were unable to attend the reunion because of their advanced age. So the 6 who were able to move have joined these reunions. Between 2000 and 2015, South Korea inquired the North about 350 POWs and abductees, 54 of whom eventually got to meet their families. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.